Yeah.
And
Sundays
Robert,
at 8 a.m.
Tom's going to
If you
introduce
appreciate
you.
the
and
teaching
you're-
ministry
you
of
said,
Love
Tom,
Worth
you're talking
Finding.
about.
You can also hear the program
Yeah, special
Tuesdays at
funding.
6:30
That's all right.
a.m.
Don't
on
worry about
KKHD
explaining. We're live on Facebook
100.7
now, so
FM The
I'll go ahead and
Okay.
explain it.
Together we bring you solid
Okay.
biblical
Well, no,
teaching
he's
and
gonna introduce
encouragement
you.
for your
So hold on
daily
one second.
Christian walk.
Yeah.
Let's make a difference in your community as we share Jesus, God's greatest love worth finding.
Did you know that the average yearly repair bill for a car 5 years or older is more than $1,200? Having repair coverage for your car just makes sense, but the trick is not to overpay for it. With Toco Warranty, you can get a highly rated vehicle protection plan, usually for less than a tank of gas per month. And now, we're offering a zero
Valley,
down
one
payment
day
program
I hope
to get a
to
great
beat
car
you
vehicle
into
protection plan at a super low
the
price.
into
Call
the-
Toco Warranty
the
at
show,
1-800-269-3100.
but so far I'm not gonna do that.
That's 1-800-269-3100. Terms and conditions apply.
The following program does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff,
Morning, Valley.
management,
Good
or
morning,
ownership of
Allie.
this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
Welcome to the show.
You have a lovely singing voice. All right, Mr. Perry, stand by.
Get ready. The guy that will put your fears behind you is on the air now. Taking calls at
All right, hot mics in
713-785-1817.
5,
Toll
4,
free 877-881-0271. Now here's your host, Tom Perry.
Hey, welcome to the show, Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. You might want to take that phone number down at 713-785-1817. We're going to have three guests in the show today. Want to get right to it. Got a brand new radio show sponsor, JB Funding. Welcome to the house. Robert, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you this morning?
Doing great. Hey, I'm really excited to have you in the studio, or actually, by telephone. You're out in California, so thanks for joining us so early. It's 7:07 your time, right?
It is.
Yeah, excellent. So there's plenty of hard money lenders out there. There's plenty of private money lenders, but we're really, really excited to have you guys join our tribe, if you will. And tell us what's unique about what it is y'all do.
So we have a crowd fund that helps flippers with the gap funding, which is a critical aspect, and we think is the last hurdle that you need to get through before you can really set up your business and start moving forward.
So when you say gap funding, what are you talking about? I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I've got brand new listeners out there. In fact, I was at a Dallas event. It was amazing to me how many people at that Dallas event last night, were brand new, just getting started, looking at it for the first time. They don't understand hard money. They don't understand private money. They don't understand any of those kind of things. When you say gap funding, what exactly do you mean by that?
Sure. So I'll just tell a quick little story that my experience in this world. So I started as a third-generation contractor. I did a lot of work for Fannie and Freddie. I did work for the hedge funds, Blackstone and Colony, and I decided to go flip homes myself. So as a former contractor, going to get into flipping. A lot of folks, similar stories. I found a hard money lender who told me that I was going to get 100% funding. They were going to do 100% on the acquisition and the repairs. And so I spent a lot of time and a lot of resources going out and finding a property that I thought was going to be perfect flip. Brought it to the hard money lender, and they said, okay, that's great. We still need our points. We still need our fees, 6 months of payments, and you got to come up with the first 35% of the contractor's budget.
The first third of the budget.
So that 100% funding offer.
Right. Not so 100% anymore.
Right. Yeah, I had to bring $70,000 to the table.
Oh, wow. But other than that, they're going to fund all of it.
Right. And look, in retrospect, I totally get it. I understand they have to protect their assets and they have investments they're protecting. I get it. But it was a shock. It was a real kick in the head.
Yeah, because
I had to bring $70,000.
What they were presenting on the front end was not what they were presenting. When you actually, it's funny to me because I have this guy that he buys a ton of houses and he goes, hey, why don't you wholesale some houses to me? And I'm like, yeah, just tell me what your buying criteria is. We can put together a marketing program, but it's this proprietary algorithm that it's like. It's like, how do I, if I don't really know what the end result's going to be until you get into it, and that's where I feel like there's a frustration with brand new investors, is that they want to have it all figured out. And you learn a lot by doing in this business. We talk about a lot that you can't learn how to ride a bike from a seminar or from a book, right? You got to learn how to ride a bike from riding the bike. So you were learning how to ride the bike, but you had this expectation because they told you, hey, we're gonna fund your deals 100%. You won't need to have any money out of pocket, which is a great marketing, speech, right?
Of course, but the reality is something different.
Right. So tell me what y'all do. So tell me how you fill that gap.
So what we did was we spent a lot of time looking for money, and that probably took too much time, and we lost a little bit of track of our flipping company because we were spending so much time for looking for money.
Yeah, you're not looking for deals when you're looking for money, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Your focus is the money or the deal, right?
Yeah.
So we found crowdfunding, and we got very excited about it, and we decided that we were going to build a fund that was going to help those flippers who were in that same situation we were 5 years ago. And we were going to bring that $70,000 gap funding to the table and then joint venture with the flipper so that they could truly have 100% funding.
That's fantastic. So I want to take just a quick segment real quick and just say, hey, they've already gotten a teaser of what it is you do. What's the best number to get a hold of you? It's JB Funding. How do we find you? What's your website address? What's the phone number?
So the easiest way is to go on the web. It's partners.jbfundservices.com.
Okay, so that's partners.jb, so like Juliet Bravo, fund.com.
Services.
Oh, services. Got to put services in there. jbfundservices.com. So partners.jbfundservices.com. All right?
That is correct. And if you're a flipper and you're getting started and you're looking to partner and you need 100% funding, you go to that website. There's a ton of information on there for you. There's a whole frequently asked questions section that has got 30 or 40 answers to the top questions you might have. So go check it out.
That's fantastic. So here's what I love about this. I bet I know of, just in the last quarter, in the last 90 days, I bet I know of 5 or 6 deals that fell out, that I knew investor was pulling the trigger on a deal, and he had to come $20,000 to the table out of pocket in order to fund this hard money deal. And he was still at 70% minus repairs. But what was happening is that it was like a $60,000, remodel, and he didn't really have much remodeling experience. So the hard money lender, the only thing they wanted him to put up was the $20,000 for the first third that the general contractor needed to get started. And then once that 20 was spent, they would, and the general contractor had done $20,000 worth of repairs, he could do a draw request based on completed work, and then they would advance him another 20 and then another 20, and then once it was finished, he'd get his original 20 back. But he didn't have the 20 to get started. And so this would have been a great solution. So what he ended up doing is walking away from the deal, and some other investor that had the $20,000, they made all that extra profit. I mean, because I think it was a $300,000 ARV, and so he would have made somewhere between $30,000 and $60,000 if he'd have stayed in the deal. But he didn't have the $20,000 to do that.
Right, and that's the whole purpose of our fund. And because I've been there too many times, losing deals, and just I was lucky enough to wholesale some off. But yeah, I've sat there and watched that $60,000 profit just walk down the street. So we provide those funds for the flippers that are in those situations, or that want to put their funds into marketing to find the deals, and know that we're there to bring the fund to complete the flip.
But y'all go above and beyond even that, and I don't want to spill all of your exciting news, but y'all've got so much construction experience that y'all actually take over managing, making sure that the construction's done correctly and all that. Y'all provide a lot more expertise than just the money. You want to touch on any of that?
Sure, I will. So on the hard money side, we talk to a lot of hard money lenders, and one of the first questions we ask is there deals that you turn down because the people that bring it to you don't have enough experience, even though the deals 70% ARV, 65% ARV. And hard money lenders say to us all the time, at least 3 to 5 a month. And so we are like, we want those people. We want to know them. We want to partner with them. And if you've never done a deal before, if you've never done a flip, we're happy to lend our experience. We'll make sure that you're on track. We'll qualify your contractor. We'll work with them so that everyone understands these are the milestones we have to meet. These are the track of the progress. And we lend them, I mean, we have access to Home Depot discounts and a whole bunch of other suppliers in the area so that we can actually handhold through the first 1, 2, or 3 deals.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I mean, so you're getting
protecting everyone's assets, and we want to see that everyone is successful.
Yeah, so it's a win for the investor, it's a win for you guys, and it's a win for the hard money lender. So
2 minutes.
Yes.
Go ahead and give out again. How do we get a hold of you?
So again, if you're a flipper and you're interested in using our fund, go to partners.jbfundservices.com. And there's a connect with us and give us some information. And there's events that are coming up. So what we like to do, Tom, is sit with these people for a one-day event. We want to make sure they understand what we're talking about, how to calculate ARV, and understand what the fund actually does and what they need to do to qualify.
So when's that next event?
Yeah, it's a one-day event. Yeah, and it's coming up in August.
Okay. So what they need to do is go to partners.jbfundservices.com, find out when that next event's going to be August in Houston, Texas, correct?
That is correct.
And you have to, in order to be able to qualify to partner with you guys in this fund, then they have to go to the one-day event, right? That's an absolute must requirement, no exceptions, correct?
No exceptions.
Okay, absolutely. Well, hey, Robert, it's been great visiting with you. Thanks a lot. I'm sure we're going to be excited to hear from you again, and thanks for being part of the Right Path Real Estate Tribe. And I'm sure that you're going to be able to help a lot of investors get down the right path of their real estate investing needs. So thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much, Tom, for having us, and we're super excited to be a part of your tribe.
That sounds great. Thanks, Robert. Talk to you soon. See you next week.
Yep.
Mike's off.
Thanks. All right, I'm going to get Brandon in here.
Investor loans offering up to 100% financing are still available. You just have to know where to look. Look no further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping investors since 2003. Noble Mortgage offers up to 100% financing to investors that covers purchase, repairs, and closing costs. In addition to private money, Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com. That's noblemoney.com. Our team has over 50 years experience in the mortgage industry. Call us today, 713-680-8100 or visit us on the web, noblemoney.com,
Nikki, test, 1, 2, 3.
noblemoney.com.
Test.
NMLS 29.
How's that?
Hold on, I'm sorry, keep talking.
Okay, test, 1, 2, 3.
That's good, that's good.
77070.
All right, cool.
Did you know
All
that
right.
there are over $24 trillion in
Adjust it
retirement
at will.
accounts in the
You-
U.S.? Imagine if you
that
could
locks
use
there.
someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well,
You want to hire
you
or lower?
can.
Higher.
Quest IRA is based
That's as high
locally
as it
here in
goes there.
Houston,
Okay.
Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private
can
entities,
clean the windows
and
if you
much
want.
more.
Right
Many of
over
our
here.
clients
There's a little
loan
bit of
money
a
from their
lag.
IRAs
that,
to
Williams?
fund real estate deals all
do you
over
know?
the
No,
country.
that's actually
We don't
Heritage
sell any
Plaza
investments
downtown.
or
That's
give
one of my
advice.
favorite buildings.
However,
Used to
we
be
do
the
hold
Texaco
free
building.
networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at
I love the mix of glass and-
1-855-FUN-IRAs
and stone
to
and all
tap
that
into
on
the
that building.
Have you seen
$24
that
trillion
pole that hangs
in
over?
retirement accounts in
It's
the
a glass
U.S.
pole that hangs
Call
over the
Quest
side of
IRA
the
at
The hotel?
1-855
And you look down and it's like
IRAs,
43 stories
or go to
up.
our website, questira.com.
And
That's in Houston?
Are you
It's
an
in
active
Houston.
real estate
Where?
investor?
I don't know.
If so,
It
a
just
real estate
it
friend
probably
is a
rolled
crucial
out
member to add to your team.
Oh,
2
wow.
months ago,
Contact
3 months
Elite
ago.
Law
No, I
at
haven't seen that.
346.
It's not at the new hotel, but it's pretty sweet. It's kind of
Elite
scary.
Law serves clients
I don't
in
think
real
I'd be
estate and
caught in that
business
pool.
law with principal offices in
Total
Houston
glass
and
bottom.
their acquisitions and dispositions. We are equipped to serve you in your residential and commercial real
No, I
estate
haven't
law
seen it.
needs. Contact Alert Law at 346-231-1120. We draft and review docs and structured transactions and represent you in disputes and litigation. Or choose one of our transaction packages to cover your sub-2, wholesale, wraps, or private
no
financing
way.
deals.
Yeah.
Our business and commercial services include business contracts, entity formations, and business consultations. If you need a reliable, dedicated firm to serve on your team,
Or two-story high
contact
glass
Alert Law
bottoms
at
from pool.
346-231-1120. 346-231-1120.
I
Paid
write
for by
the apartment
Gerald
building
Ayler,
that opened in
principal
Houston
offices in
last
Houston,
November.
not
Yeah.
board certified by the
have
Texas
to
Board
pass
of
on
Legal
that.
Specialization.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general
All right, we got 1
contractor
minute,
for your
guys.
investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties. Whether it's a flip rehab or a rental rehab, we manage every
Oh, that's
aspect
the
of a
Sky-
rehab from
that
start
Sky-
to
that's
finish
gonna be
with
right
a
on
highly
the-
efficient, standardized process.
Over the last 6 years, Fast Track has completed over 700 projects,
No, I
which
hadn't
has
seen
helped
that.
us to create our 3 keys to success. Use a detailed scope of work so that everything gets done. Train and maintain quality
Yeah, when I
crews
first got-
so it
that's
gets
just
done
inside
right,
Loop
and
610 off
complete
of
the work in a
Westheimer,
proper
like
order
over
so it gets done
between
fast.
Westheimer
No more
and,
managing it yourself, no more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a
San
call
Felipe.
today at 832-742-9992. Again, that's 832-742-9992.
All right, guys, we're
or
coming
reach us
back.
on the web at
All right.
fasttrackremodeling.com.
This is Business
coming back today?
1110. Call Tom
No,
at
tomorrow.
713-785-1817 and look for us on Facebook Live at facebook.com/rightpathrealestate.
All right, guys. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. You can follow us on the Book of Faces at facebook.com/rightpathrealestate, or you can go to our website, rightpathrealestate.com, and find all the ways that you can watch our show. And I'm joined live in the studio now with Brandon. You're with Foundation Check. Welcome back.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks for having me back, guys.
So tell me, what's the best number to get a hold of you guys?
Sure. Best number to get a hold of us is 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825. Or find us on the web at foundationcheck.com.
Okay, so what I love about you guys, and we typically use you guys anytime we know there's foundation problems in the house, and so we buy a house, we put it under contract, and during the contract phase, when we have the house locked up, we know there's foundation problems. We get our contractors in there ahead of time so that when we close on the property, we can start moving quickly. And foundation has to be done first.
Correct.
Now we could call any of a number of the foundation companies, and that's what most investors do.
Mm-hmm.
They call a foundation company. But here's the problem. You call 3 different foundation companies, you're going to get 3 different opinions. I put that in air quotes, right? People don't really see that on radio, but if you're following us on Facebook, I'm using air quotes. So they're going to give you their opinion of what needs to happen. But they're in the business of selling a foundation. A foundation fix, if you will. And so it always bothers me that they don't come up with the same solution.
Correct.
And if there's a problem, like if I have a knee problem, there's going to be a best solution for fixing my knee. And if there's a foundation problem, there should be a best solution. What I love about you guys, I call you guys, y'all don't fix foundations.
That's correct.
But y'all are foundation repair experts. And so you'll come out and give an unbiased view because you're not making money on, what the actual fix is. You're making money just by giving the report. You give an actual engineer report on all the things that are wrong with the foundation. I mean, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. The way we look at it is that if you hire us, we're effectively working for you.
Absolutely.
We're creating an independent analysis on the best case scenario area for your foundation. And we realize most foundation companies are only looking at, is it passing or failing, and does it need peer work?
Right.
Our scope of work and our documentation and what we take into consideration is a lot more than that. It could be drainage, it could be trees, it could be your neighbor's pool. There are a lot of other factors that go into that the traditional foundation company may or may not be putting into their scope of work, and that's where our expertise comes in. That's where our engineering spec comes in as well, because we're not going to just come in and put a pier every 3-4 feet. And there's good quality companies out there that don't do that. That
Absolutely
do it
right. You're right.
But when we talk to our clients, we say, hey, what is your goal? Are you going to be flipping the house? Are you going to be renting the house? We've seen a lot of owner-occupied properties come across our board lately as well. So everybody's goal is a little bit different. It's not just, hey, come in, let's draw it up right quick and put these number of piers in, and then let's start tomorrow. I get paid on next day.
Yeah, because y'all have seen situations where there's been just like one side of a foundation that has heaved because of a broken pipe or something like that, and you may call, and that's the high point. And if a foundation company came out and took measurements, they go, look, this side here is 3 inches high, and so we can't lower that 3 inches, so we need to raise the whole rest of the house 3 inches to match that. And y'all be like, wait, let's back up a little bit. Sure. And what's causing that one spot to heave? And y'all would probably notice that it's a broken pipe or something like that, and say, hey, fix the pipe first, let it settle back, see what happens, and then decide if you need to.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not scared to bring other experts in.
Right.
In that case you're talking about it, that we'd bring a licensed plumber in. We run a hydrostatic test first.
Right.
Once again, we're trying to get down to the root cause. Because
no pun intended.
Yeah, right. But at the end of the day, if the foundation you're talking about, I think we've done it a couple times on the show, is if they would have repaired it, it would have been failing later on in life.
Right.
And our goal is to provide the best performing foundation for the most reasonable cost, if that's your goal.
Right.
And then we provide the written data, which is huge, because we're seeing a lot of FHA lenders, and we're seeing a lot of lenders starting to roll into, hey, you need to have an expert come out and certify this slab, because what we're seeing a lot there now is that these FHA 1, 2, 3 home buyer will come out, get a home inspection,
right,
and then they're going to punt that foundation off to an expert, whether that's a repair company.
So the foundation, the inspector, they're inspecting 17 different systems, including foundation and air conditioning and plumbing and electrical and all of those different things, the roof and all of those. And what they say is, well, hey, we're kind of like a generalist. They're like, in the doctor terms, they're a GP. They're like, hey, you need to go see a neurosurgeon now because we found something going on. It might be something, it may not be something. That's really what they say. Hey, we found something with the foundation, whether it's a sticking door or something like that. It seems like an anomaly. We don't really know what it is, so get a foundation expert out there.
And that's where our product really takes a huge effect. With our product, you're going to get a comprehensive report. You're going to get a written report with pictures. You're going to have the foundation drawn up to scale in AutoCAD with the elevation readings on it, so you can physically see where the deflection is and where if it's up or down in a certain area. And then you're going to have that stamped engineered letter. Traditionally, what we're seeing, if you send in the AutoCAD drawing, and if it needed pier work, we put those piers installed on that AutoCAD drawing, and then we have our stamped engineered letter with it. It is satisfying the lenders. And not only that, but if you're a first-time home flipper, I'm an investor myself. I've flipped a lot of houses here locally.
You've not only flipped a lot of houses, you're also a very active buy and hold guy.
Absolutely.
Just share with the audience about how many buy and hold properties do you currently have?
Yeah, right now we're above 90-plus stores right now. So
that's a lot.
Give or take. So we've been doing it a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, and we're still actively flipping. But I tell you what, for peace of mind for a first-time home buyer, for many, many years, I struggled with trying to get that first-time home buyer over the step of foundation repair.
Right.
And if you preset the house up like you guys do, Fast Track does, and what we do when we flip our houses, it really gives peace of mind to the buyer that, hey, boom, yes, it had foundation work, because majority of houses probably do at some point. It's not a question of if, but simply when here in Houston. And then what did you do to remedy it? Did you put piers in? Did you do root wall? Did you do drainage? Did you do tree trimming? I mean, a very number of things that go into that.
Yeah, all of those things will have an impact in terms of the success of even the pilings being done. Or because if you do strictly pilings, but there's a tree sucking a lot of moisture out, it's still
it's going to affect it long term.
Absolutely. So, do you get much pushback from the traditional foundation repair industry?
Well, I mean, Foundation Check's been in business since 2009. We've done 1,500 plus evaluations here locally in Houston. And, for us, my door's open.
Right.
I think I have a really good relationship because I've either used them or fired them in the past.
Right, sure. I know like one of our radio show sponsors is Green Tree, and they love when I hand them a report, and they go back and take their measurements also, but they love getting the report and going, okay, this is it. They say it saves them a lot of time and effort, and they trust. I mean, they say y'all's reports are rock solid.
Yeah, I think it's just because we spend a little more extra time. Our normal evaluation for a 1,500 square foot house is an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Versus a guy just coming out drawing it on paper and then boom, 20 minutes he's out the door. I
was walking a house up in Dallas yesterday with a foundation company, and they're a vendor for another event that we're at, and it's interesting because you've kind of ruined me. I've seen the level that y'all do, because when y'all pick that 0 point, there's a reason why you pick the 0 point, and that matters a lot. And then going from there, this guy actually he measured the patio separately, and the patio was a pour with the original slab, so it wasn't a separate pour. And we were thinking about adding on in that area. But he picked a new 0 point. And that kind of bothered me, and I'm like, if it's all good, and the reason why is because from the inside it had carpet, and he was estimating it's about a 1 inch drop, and I'm like, why would you estimate that? Measure it. I mean, and I know how you would do it, just right inside there and then right outside there, and then you start calculating those, but you'd still be all referencing from that same 0 point.
Absolutely, we take our zero. We some things about
we got real technical there.
We did, we did.
Yeah, so I didn't mean for that, but hey guys, what you need to know is if you've got a foundation issue, the people you need to call is Foundation Check, because they're not biased in terms of, they're not trying to sell you 20 piers or 30 piers, or because that's the thing is what you don't understand when you start dealing in contracting. There's this term that I call the rubber ruler, and it happens in flooring, it happens in air conditioning, it happens in foundations, and it's like if people are calling up and saying, well, how much is your price per square foot on tile? Well, and you say, well, it's $3.35. Somebody else can come along and say, I'm at $3.10. But when I take my measurement, it might be 200 square feet, and theirs is 240 square feet because of the waste factor and things like that. And it happens in roofs, it happens in almost, and it can happen in foundations. So one guy can say I'm at 150 a pier, and another guy says I'm at 175 piers, but the guy at 175, he may only be putting 14 piers in, and the guy at 150 is putting in 20. So it's still, you're going to be spending about $3,000 in both cases. So why not find out the right number of piers, and then you can compare foundation company to foundation company, apples to apples, and get a true pricing in that situation.
And you'd be surprised how many foundations do pass our tolerance levels. We had a job, we did a job yesterday for one of your mastermind or fast track clients.
Sure.
He goes, hey, this thing's going to be close, and we ran the engineering calculations because we take our drawing back and we run it through a software package, and we're able to physically tell the deflection or the tilt of that, and sure enough, it passed. And you'd be surprised how many number of foundations, depending.
Foundation doesn't have to be level. There's a building standard, is what we talk about. It as long as it's within building standards, so it's allowed to have a little bit of rise and fall or deflection, as you're calling it. It's a certain amount over a certain
over a run.
Yeah, rise over run. Yeah, remember the geometry from 7th grade, right? So, so Brandon with Foundation Check, what's your phone number?
Telephone number 346-702-3825, or find us online at foundationcheck.com.
Oh, thanks for coming in. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that'll be it. There is a $100 discount with the referral from you guys. Our report is $650. Our turn time right now is about 2 to 3 days.
Fantastic. So, all right, so guys, if you're considering a property, we find that our best profit deals are deals that have foundation repairs needed. Yep. In fact, one of the deals that we're working on right now, we got a huge discount on it because when we were sitting down with a seller, they said that 3 years ago they'd gotten 2 bids. One was for $15,000, which didn't include, this is for foundation work only, $15,000, and it didn't include underground plumbing, and the other one was $25,000, and it included underground plumbing. So that automatically built in a huge discount on the price when we bought the property. Sure. We got that foundation repaired for $5,000.
Cool.
And we had you guys come out and do it first and be able to show how many piers it, and you had said that the people had done foundation repairs before had overjacked it and created some problems. So
that's correct.
Foundation Check is your go-to company for any kind of foundation repairs that you need done. Call them before you have foundation companies come out, and then hand that report to the foundation company. Thanks for coming in, Brandon.
All right, sounds good, Tom. Thank you.
All right, see ya. All right, so
Mike's off.
Thanks.
Thanks, man. It goes quick. It goes quick. I like the
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Come on in, man.
You found or inherited
Yeah.
a great investment property. Problem is,
How much
you
time
don't
we
know
have, Nikki?
How much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk.
2.5
This is exactly
Cool.
why we
Excellent.
started Next Gen Appraisal.
Yes.
Next Gen
Put on your
is a
headset.
group
We'll
of
do a
appraisers
mic check real quick.
specializing in investment real estate.
Cool.
We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number
So
of what their
speak,
property
speak.
is worth, but a comprehensive
Speak.
analysis
Yeah.
of the
Testing.
market.
Testing.
Test,
Give
test, test.
Next
1,
Gen
2,
a
3.
call at
Up, down.
Higher,
Is it good?
higher,
Higher. Keep going.
Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Test.
That's good.
All right, cool. How's your volume in your ears? Is it
Time
too
is
loud?
money
Is
in
it
a
just
real
right?
estate deal.
Yeah, it's good.
If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that.
There you go.
You need a quick
That's us.
turnaround on
Yeah.
quotes,
Nice.
binders, and the agency for that is Benchmark
going on, Tom?
Insurance Group.
Not
of
much.
Texas.
How you doing?
The
You
team
good?
at Benchmark
Yeah, we're live on
understands the
Facebook.
investment
Just
Oh,
so you
okay.
know.
They know what you need
Yeah.
and when you need it. It's
Hey, like
there
our
for you.
Skyline?
Can they hear us?
Call Houston's
Yeah,
leading
absolutely.
real estate
Facebook
risk
can.
management
Okay.
experts.
So-
Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas, 281-569-4353. That's 281
Yeah, Jeff, you like that? That is a good niche,
Or
isn't it?
online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832
Hey, Heather, they're located in Houston, and currently they only do in Houston,
or reach
Texas.
us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
I drove in from Dallas last night.
Do you
I
have
normally
cracks in
fly
your
back
brick,
and forth, but
doors that
driving
stick,
in,
or
it was
sheetrock that's coming
brutal.
apart? Then you
was
may
talking
have
to,
foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston
Patrick.
area, it's probably not
He
a
takes that,
question
that
of
little
if you
shuttle,
have movement,
that fall lane.
but
You ever do that?
Call
We did it
Foundation
one
Check
time.
for a truly
We took the entire back
unbiased
conference room area. There were
foundation
6 of us that
evaluation.
went up there.
Foundation
but
Check
it's still,
has been
man,
in
it
business
is.
since 2009.
It's brutal.
and has
It's a
completed
bad
over
ride, too.
1,400
Cops all up and down that
Right, and there's
Yeah.
We're not in the
construction now
business
and
of
all
Is there?
repairing foundations.
Is there growing on the outskirts?
Unnecessary
Yeah.
peer work.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
are
What are you
in
doing
the
out there?
business of
So
evaluating
we're
your
growing
foundation.
right path up there.
Our
and we're
product
also
is
starting to
designed
invest
for
up there
house
as well.
flippers,
Really?
landlords,
Really?
or
A lot of growth?
even owner-occupied
Yeah.
properties.
Really? And I'm
Each
interested.
profile
We've
is
joined
reviewed by a
Rise.
licensed
If you're, are you
engineer.
familiar with Rise?
Remember to
Rise
check
there?
No.
Forever
Yeah.
Repair.
So it's a
Call
flat fee on a
346
monthly basis.
702
It's a real estate networking group?
No, no, no.
That's
Okay.
346
No, Rise is an airline, a
702
private airline.
Okay.
You go to Hobby,
or
they've
you
got a
can
private
reach us
hangar.
online at
Really?
You pull up,
foundationcheck.com.
15 minutes before your
That's
flight, walk on the plane.
foundationcheck.com.
And
Are you
it's a Beach
expecting to
King
close
Air.
accurately
And how does
on
that work?
time
Is,
and with
what's
lots
a
of
monthly fee on something
communication
like
on your
that?
home purchase?
If it's just
You've
one
come
person,
to the
it's
right
$2,000.
place. I'm
Okay.
Jennifer
Per
Hernandez,
month.
Senior
Per
Loan
month.
Officer
Yeah.
with Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Our goal is to give our
They just got
borrowers
bought
and
by
referral
Surfair.
partners an amazing
That's awesome.
experience during the loan process.
we have,
My team
3 of
believes
us
in
on
putting
it. It's
people and
$4,300
culture
a
before
month for
results.
3. They
Our
fly
company
Beach King Airs.
concentrates
On one of
on
these?
building
Yeah.
those teams who operate with
So
structure,
you pull in the
process,
parking, go
and
through the gate,
recognition
guard
for going the
guy
extra
waves you in,
mile
you
for
park
you.
there, it's free to park.
This way, we
Okay.
have
You
the
walk like
energy
5
to make
minutes
this
to
your
the
best
plane,
home
you
purchase
get on,
ever.
they take
Give us a
off.
call today
Normally
to find
9
out the
o'clock flight.
simple
I
steps to
get there
get
about
started.
8:45.
I'm Jennifer
Really?
Hernandez,
They check your ID,
the
there's no
Hernandez
security,
team
anything like
at
that. The
Legacy
pilot checks your
Mutual
ID.
Mortgage.
So how does the tickets work on something like this?
Jennifer.legacymutual.com
I log in.
or
There's no
call
tickets, but I log in and reserve a, like if I want to go
793-579-3611.
1 o'clock this afternoon,
Again,
I'm on for free.
jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't
$2,000.
wait to consult
Anywhere
with you
with
soon.
what are the parameters, I guess?
NMLS
Yeah.
514497.
With the one to 3 hours, I guess. or-
NMLS 514497.
They have a
This
schedule.
is Business
That's awesome.
1110.
Call Tom at 713-785-1817
Tuesday.
and look for us on
Next
Facebook
flight
Live
going
at
from Houston to Dallas,
facebook.com/RightPath
there was a
Real
7
Estate.
a.m. I could fly
All right.
Houston, Dallas at 4 o'clock.
All right, guys, stand by.
Okay.
Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. Joined live in the studio with Benchmark Insurance. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Very good, very good.
Great. So y'all are an investor-friendly insurance company.
We are.
Yeah, so not all my background, for a lot of people that don't remember, is that I have an insurance background myself. Health insurance. I was a wholesale health insurance agent, had 110 agents in 7 states, and then it's amazing how regulation can put a business out of business.
Yeah.
And so that little 1,600-page piece of legislation has been in the news a few times over the last 7 years.
Right.
Remember they said, let's pass it and then we'll read what's inside of it. That's always a great idea.
It's just bad. It's still nobody knows what the hell's going on with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just a bad market on that end.
Well, there was a provision in that put me out of business right away. And I was also PNC licensed, but you always you never really know the direction that your life's going to go, and sometimes what looks like life deals you a lemon, you can turn into lemonade. And I know a lot of people that knock them down and out, but I wouldn't be where I am today if that hadn't happened.
Yeah.
And so I understand insurance probably at a higher level than most people, but it's interesting. There's a saying that I came up with is everybody wants the cheapest coverage when they're buying insurance. And then they want the best coverage when they're filing a claim. And if people, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, right? If people would just slow down on the front end when they're shopping for insurance and just think about what is it that I really want and be able to communicate that, have a conversation. Is that a struggle in your side of the business? Having people sit down long enough and have a conversation, or do y'all force that situation?
Luckily, we've gotten out of the situation where we're dealing with price shoppers.
Okay.
We want to tailor if we tailor the policy to fit the customer's risk profile,
right?
Then we already know that what's gonna basically a target price that's gonna make them happy at the end of the day. So. The key factors that cause insurance to rise is basically what are we covering the property for?
Right.
How much of your investment do you actually want to cover?
Right.
The next thing is what type of risk concern you based on the investment property?
Right.
So is it in a bad area? Well, we're worried about theft. We're worried about vandalism. We're worried about the fact that it's vacant currently and it's in the course of construction. So all those key factors all go into play on the cost of the insurance.
So what are some of the big mistakes that you see brand new investors make when they first get started? What's the number one mistake that you see from an insurance standpoint?
From an insurance standpoint, generally they're buying builder's risk insurance and they're using it as a vacant property policy, which are entirely two different things.
Explain that to me.
So most people are on these insurance policies. Builder's risk is basically a policy that covers you in the course of while the house is in the course of construction.
Okay.
In the insurance company's eyes, they're seeing that property as, hey, somebody's always there. It's being monitored. If there is a water damage or anything may happen in that property,
if it happens tonight, it's going to be caught the next morning.
It's going to be caught the next morning. No problem, right? Well, basically, whenever you're done with the construction, now that builder's risk is technically not even a policy anymore. It's not current, and there's a gap in coverage at that point.
Right.
Well, let's say, for instance, you're putting it on.
So the moment construction stops, then the builder's risk is no longer really providing the right.
Each company has different provisions, 15 to 30-day provisions, but after that 30 days,
so in other words, if I've got a property, construction finishes, and now it goes into my real estate agent's hands, basically, and it's now been staged and all of that, and it's been on the market for 60 days or 90 days, or we start rolling, unfortunately, into 120 days, something like that, and I've got a builder's risk policy. What you're saying is that I have a water leak or something like that, and it goes unnoticed for 5 or 6 days. The insurance company's like, wait, what?
Right. So any reason you give an insurance company to deny your claim?
Well, to follow the letter of the contract, right?
Exactly. Especially when it's not in your favor.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is one of those provisions where I've seen that hurt a lot of our investors. The second thing is water damage.
Yeah.
Water damage coverage is not flood coverage. Water damage coverage is a pipe breaking or any water damage from the inside of the house, not water coming from the outside in.
So it's not rain with water rising. It's not street level rising, anything like that.
It's a supply line behind the toilet, or your drywall guy hit a nail into your pipes, and the minute that you turn on your utilities, you realize that you have about a foot of water all throughout your house.
Yeah, that stinks.
That could be that's costly. You're talking about anywhere from $30,000 to $35,000, new floors, new baseboards, new drywall, and the drying out.
New bottom cabinets, which means new countertops.
Yeah,
all of that.
So that gets really pricey, and most builders risk policies do not cover that type of loss.
Wow. Okay, so Benchmark Insurance, what's the best number to get a hold of you?
You could reach us at 281-569-4353.
And the website?
And the website is insureinvestors.com. INSURE investors.com.
Yeah, that's INSURE, not the drink for seniors, right?
No,
not the insured
not
drink.
the EN. No,
yeah, not the EN. It's INSURE. Okay, insureinvestors.com. And so, is Houston your only market?
Houston is not our only market. We write nationwide. This product is very competitive nationwide, from what I'm understanding. We most recently received some calls from Missouri, from people who watch this show. We've had people out in the East Coast who we've been told that we're about 40% less on our package.
When you say this product, what you're talking about specifically, y'all have a package product designed specifically for investors. So,
correct.
Like, at any one time, we're moving properties in and out of our inventory. We're on average, we've got about 20 closings a month that we have. So 10 that we're buying, and that means that, hopefully 10 that we're selling, right? So it's a constant turnover of, and we may have a property for 3 or 4 months. And the old way we were doing it is we were buying individual properties or policies. And so we had to decide, do we want a 90-day policy on this, or do we want a 6-month policy on this? And, we never could get the timing just right. And so we always felt like we were overpaying. One of the big benefits of this policy is you can add and delete on a daily basis, do it online and all of that. And then, so you're only paying for the properties that you have in inventory. And
Absolutely.
It also flexes. It has a provision for if it's a rental property, it's covering you for rental perils. If it's a builder's risk situation, it's got the builder's risk perils. If it goes to a vacant dwelling, it automatically shifts. It's going to cover you under all of those different scenarios. And peace of mind for an insurance guy.
Absolutely. And peace of mind for an investor who's very busy and has multiple products. So whenever we got into the portfolio business, we made provisions in the contract that basically stated that we want the insurance to be applied to every level of the investment process.
Yeah.
From the time that you're doing construction to the time that you're doing that the property is vacant, and to the time that it's occupied. It's covered for the same price, which is unlike any other package out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So, again, the website to be able, because you can actually pull a quote up on the website,
Absolutely.
right? So you can go free of charge, like, hey, I don't necessarily want to know that I want to call in, but I'd like to be able to see what I'm paying versus what y'all would charge. So what's the website again?
Website is www.insureinvestors.com.
www.insureinvestors.com. So I'm going to post that on our Facebook page right now.
Please give us a call, and you can actually quote your rates online. It's somewhat of a user-friendly platform. It's being improved quite a bit.
Yeah, you know what? Anytime you bring a new platform out like that, then you give a chance. You put it out there, make it public, give people a chance to break it. You're like, oh.
Had no idea. I mean, at first we were using it just for an internal tool to be able to quote insurance policies, and then we realized that the need of having a full e-commerce platform is gonna be a big thing for us. So currently we're developing an iPhone app and a new design for investors to be able to manage their entire
like
portfolio.
$50, right?
Yeah, cheap. We're the only insurance broker with the full house IT team, so it's expensive, but I think it's something.
How I know.
Oh, I know. Look at this place.
Yeah. So, but you know what? That's what investors need. I mean, investors need it to be simple, especially brand new guys or experienced guys, to be able to go online. I mean, what would it be like to not have to pick up the phone? You're walking a house for the very first time, and you're like, I wonder what insurance is going to be for this particular property. You can put the property address in, put all the details, square footage, and all those kind of things, I'm sure, right?
Correct.
And be able to, and the ARV or whatever, and be able to go, bazam, based on the zip code, this is what your rate's going to be. So that's fantastic.
And based on the address, we're going to pull all the analytics for that property. So basically the year built, the square footage, the rental income in that area, along with the property appraisal. So within, you basically need to customize the package to fit your specific risk profile.
Yeah.
And if you want to go, we basically insure our properties for reconstruction costs, what the insurance company is willing to replace that property for.
Right.
So
not
that's
necessarily what you bought it for.
not what you bought it for, because you have the lot value involved, and we're not covering concrete.
Right.
We're not covering land.
Yeah, rarely are you ever going to have to replace the slab.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be unusual.
Exactly.
And you never have to replace the land.
And that's generally why most investors are paying so much on their insurance, is because they're over-insuring. They're insuring well over $120 a square foot.
Which what people don't realize is that for smaller claims, that's going to reduce the amount of the claim itself, because that's going to raise your deductible.
Exactly.
Because if you've got a 1 or 2% deductible and it's only going to cost $150,000 to rebuild that structure, and you're insuring for $250 because that's what you paid for it,
right?
And you're wanting to protect your lender and all those kind of things, which is all good, but the land may be worth $100,000 between the land and the slab. Well, that means if you have a 2% deductible, you've got a $5,000 deductible.
$5,000 deductible.
Where if you were reducing it down to the $150 that you're really exposed for in terms of complete rebuild to rebuild everything, you're only going to have a $3,000 deductible.
Correct.
And it's more likely that you never have the full $250 claim. It's more likely that you're going to have a $10,000 claim or a $15,000 claim or something like that.
Exactly.
And you better have a $3,000 deductible than a $5,000. So these are the kind of things that Benchmark Insurance can help you understand, so that you're making the right decisions, so that you have the right type of coverage. Pay for the insurance that you need, not for what you think you need. So what's the best number to get a hold of you guys?
Best number is 281-569-4353.
And if you want to visit our Facebook page, it's Right Path Real Estate under Facebook.com, and I've posted a link right there. It's insureinvestors.com. Thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
We'll see you, man.
Thanks.
Mike's off.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give NextGen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online at nextgenappraisals.com.
Are you a realtor or seller that is concerned about the new TRID rules and closing on time? I'm Jennifer Hernandez, Senior Loan Officer at Legacy Mutual Mortgage, and we have mastered the 30-day close. We close on time, accurately, and with tons of communication. You'll have a dedicated team of a coordinator and a contract-to-close associate. Give me a call today at 713-579-3611, and let's talk about how we can help you on your next transaction.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender, NMLS 514497.
Time is money in a real estate deal. If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that. You need a quick turnaround on quotes or binders? The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas. The team at Benchmark understands the investor mindset. They know what you need and when you need it. We're here for you. Are you a rehabber, wholesaler, buy and hold, or flipper? Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package. Call us and let us show you what we can do for you at 281-569-4353. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at
all right, Facebook folks, what do y'all think? Y'all like the new format? 3 vendors, 3 segments?
Selecting a foundation company.
What do y'all think? Give feedback, give likes.
Like a game of chance. You simply don't know what
or not.
you're going to get. The foundation
and it can be. They don't have to be positive. If there's anything negative about it, let me know.
However,
what do you think, Nikki?
Utilizes professional engineers
to
review all of our
How much time we have left?
Give you the best foundation analysis in today's market. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825.
I think it works really well, and that'll be our Tuesday and Thursday
or
format.
You can reach us online
so good. All right, we'll get some likes.
Have you ever experienced the pain of trying to get MLS comps for your hot lead? If you've lost deals waiting for MLS comps, you can understand the frustration. How much would it help you if you no longer had to wait for a real estate agent to get you the info you need to close a deal? Propelio is a brokerage website that gives you instant 24/7 access to high-equity lead lists and comps with access to a network of the top real estate agents. Get an edge on everyone else. Get a free 7-day trial today by going to getmlscomps.com now. That's getmlscomps.com.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
All right, we're coming back.
This is Business 1110.
Call Tom at 713-785-1817.
Hey, Heather Gill, if you're asking where we located, we're in Houston right now, but I was in Dallas last night at the Roddy Roundup 2020 REI event.
Path Real Estate.
All right, Tom, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hot mic.
Hey, welcome back. You've been listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Hope you enjoyed the show today. It was 3 different vendors, JB Funding. It was also Foundation Check and Benchmark Insurance. These are all guys that we have known and have great relationships with. If you can watch us on the Book of Faces, you can see that we're friends. You know, we're helping each other's businesses grow. These are trusted people that we recommend. They're people that we use, all of that. So if you want to learn more about real estate investing, you have to find, here's what I would recommend that you do. There's lots of different RIAs out there. And it's a little bit, I was never in a fraternity in college, but, I had lots of friends that were. And when they went through the rush process, each fraternity had its own little personality. What I can tell you is each RIA, whether it's in Dallas or Houston, they all have their own personality, and ours has its own personality. If you're going to find a tribe to associate with, you're going to spend some time with those folks. Find a group that you click with, that is your type of people. When you walk in the room, if you go, there's people just like me in this room. There's a tribe in the marketplace. It's not our tribe, but there's a group in the marketplace, for people that have no money, no job, no credit, and they want, real estate to be their ticket out of poverty. Now, we have a tendency to attract people that are successful in life outside of real estate, that want to add real estate to their investing portfolio, or want it to be a transition from their current career to their future career. And that seems to be the kind of people that we attract, because that's kind of our story. I was successful in health insurance before, and because of legislation that passed and all that, I had to transition into something else, and I picked real estate. Jason was in healthcare and also environmental services, and he was, if you follow Robert Kiyosaki, he was in that employee quadrant, and he wanted to transition out of being an employee to being self-employed and then a business owner and an investor. And so if you're understanding those kind of things, go out and visit the different real estate investing groups. Find your tribe. Come on in. The water's fine. There's more millionaires created in real estate than any other source in our country. It is a great, great, great way to build wealth, to create wealth, to preserve wealth if you've already created it. Come on in, the water's fine. We talk about buy and hold. We talk about buy, fix, and flip. We talk about wholesaling. We talk about private money lending. We talk about all the different ways that you can, those and a bunch more. Subject twos, but we don't there's not just one way to do real estate. And we talk about all those different things. You want to find out more, go to rightpathrealestate.com. That's rightpathrealestate.com. That's right, spelled R-I-G-H-T, path, P-A-T-H, real estate, REALESTATE.com. You can like us on our Facebook page. It's Right Path Real Estate on the Facebook page, and you can hear or watch our show every single day. And thanks for listening, guys. JB and I will both be in the house tomorrow, so it'll be an awesome show. Make sure you tune in, 9 a.m., Monday through Friday. Thanks for listening, guys.
All right, mic's off.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Yeah, bye.
Did I finish way early or no?
Way early.
Really?
It's all good.
Okay.
You're good, though.
All right.
Bye.